I've seen a trend on the internet where people have mentioned that they stopped being the nice girl, that they stopped being nice. And let me be completely abundantly blunt and clear, okay? You should not stop being nice. You should stop being naive to people. How did we go from sweets to this? Bro, this game is like my mood. Whoa. Come to think of it, the Force not that ugly. I mean, it is, but could be worse. People think that, okay, me being nice is disrespected, therefore let me stop being nice. Don't become like the enemy. Don't become like those people that you have been hurt by. Like, yeah, okay, I get it. You've been hurt. You haven't been getting the best treatment being nice, but that doesn't mean you stop being nice. That means you stop being a moron. There is a difference, okay? And I want to be really, really honest here as well, okay? By a moron, I'm not talking about being nice. I'm talking about being so nice that you're basically dense to it all. Because what you're doing is understanding that your kindness is not going to be taken for granted. If someone doesn't treat you well, etc., if someone doesn't give you the treatment that you deserve, that doesn't mean you stop being nice altogether. It means you seek for it elsewhere. Because what are your principles? If your values are being kind, being a good person, then why would you betray it? Why would you think like that? So when I was younger, I've always wanted to be someone who was kind to others, right? But as I grew up, I realized not even half the people deserve it, just generally. But I don't stop being kind because it's my principle. But that doesn't mean I shake everyone's hand. That doesn't mean I want to be everyone's friend, especially people who hurt me or people who are just annoying. No, I have my own dignity and self-respect. But a lot of us forget that, and a lot of us focus on, oh, they're not wanting to be my friend, I'm not doing something right, I need to stop being kind, I need to stop being more bossy. No. Don't betray your principles. We have enough a-holes in this world, in this planet. Please, preserve yourself. Your kindness is precious. Your kindness will be felt by the right people. But let's reevaluate what this kindness means, okay? Kindness here is not talking about, oh, let me just be sweet and nice. No. It's talking about times where you hold your anger. It's talking about times when even though you want to just be mad at someone, you're not mad. You know what I'm saying? You're focusing on controlling yourself instead of unleashing that anger. That takes nerve. That takes strength. And I don't think enough of us speak about that. It makes someone feel valued. Just smiling at someone makes them acknowledge that their existence has been felt, has been acknowledged. You know what I'm saying? People think it's all about the sugar and the sweetness, but they never focus on the bitter aftertaste. Honestly, being kind takes a lot of your strength. It takes a lot of your time. But that doesn't mean that you always have to be like, oh, come on, let's spend time. Let's act okay. No, no one is telling you to lie. I just think that being kind is something, or being a good person, I think that's a better way to see things. Because kind is like, okay, it's whatever. But being a good person overall is not easy. It takes nerve, okay? And I think we need enough of that in this world. I know some people will laugh at me and say it's cringe. I don't care. I don't give one. Because I've seen enough a-holes that I'm literally pissed off. And I want to say that we just need more kindness in this world. Seriously, why would will it actually kill you to be nice to someone, to be civil with them? No one's saying hold your hand. No one is saying, okay, let's go on a wonderful outing together. Let's be the best of friends. No one is saying that. But if you can handle yourself, let's say be less angry or not be rude to someone, that's big. That's respect to yourself as well. What kind of flex is it on the internet where people are like, oh, let me be a bad bee because no one's respecting me and now everyone respects me? That's pathetic. That's not confidence. That's self-deprivation. That's embarrassing. Because people make a whole aesthetic out of just being an a-hole. And there is nothing redeeming about that. Anyway, I'm not here to rant about the internet. I think the internet itself is an insult to its own kind. To some degree, for some context, etc. I just don't think that people should neglect being a good person. And I know some people say, what if you get taken advantage of? But listen to me, okay? No one is saying for you to be stupid and naive. You can still be a good person while still being aware of people, while still having boundaries, while still acknowledging people can use you, but then you understand that instead of just being mad about it, you're just smart and take your distance. That's why I watch a lot of shoujo, because the main characters are always so kind. No matter what they go through, they're always kind. They're not dumb. Okay, I can't lie. Some of the characters in shoujo media are probably displayed or portrayed to be very dumb and naive. I honestly agree with that. But a lot of them are kind despite what they go through, and they're aware of how bad it is. And it's something that should be really, like, I was thinking, whoa, I'm so glad I grew up with these influences. I'm so glad I wanted to be kind. But you're not going to just say, I'm a kind person. I don't think a kind person would generally admit that they're kind, because that's just ego. You just do it because it's second nature to you. You just do it because you could give freely. People will make you feel like, what's the point of being nice? Trust me, people deserve it. And not everyone deserves your anger. Not everyone deserves your hatred. If you shift all of that hatred towards yourself, you hurt people you love. And that's one thing I realized. When I went through a lot of pain some years ago, I just became mad at everyone, everything. I didn't want to speak to anyone, including people I used to be very close to. And that's the thing. Now I try to control myself as best as I can. I have days where I have a timeout. I tell people, you know what, I can't chill right now, but I'll come back to you when I feel better. And yeah, communication is everything. You can have it in between. You don't have to be a saint, but at the same time, you don't have to be the devil. You know what I'm saying? You need to have something that's a balance of the two, because we're human beings. None of us are 100% kind. None of us are 100% bad. At least we shouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? So you need to acknowledge that we all have a good and bad within us, but we need to feed more of the good. And I know people would say, oh, getting kind doesn't get you anywhere in life. It does. Trust me, it does. If you're always selfish, if you're always greedy, if you're always mean, where does that take you in life? Does it make you mentally happy? Wow, gee. I really wonder about that. Be a good person, but don't be stupid. Don't let everyone come into your bubble, your life, etc. Okay, guys? That's what you have to remember. So then you're giving respect to yourself, you're giving space to yourself, but you're not betraying your principles. If growing up you wanted to be a good person, as you should, then don't betray it. Don't ever think that, oh, it doesn't matter. If people don't accept your kindness, they've got some issue. It's not a you problem, it's a them problem. You just gotta find people who do appreciate it. That's how it works. You don't betray the one thing that keeps you yourself. You know what I'm trying to say? Like the you that wanted to be kind and noticed by people, change it to the you who loves herself or himself and focuses on being the best version of you. And others will acknowledge it, the right people. Stay away from the trash. Let the trash take themselves out. Anyway, this is a very short video, but I think it has a bit of insight. If one good thing happens, then you just expect more good things, or you feel like, oh, this ain't happening. People are naturally negative nowadays. That's not fun. That's actually very hard to deal with. So yeah, just remember who you are. And if you're someone who's kind, that's really good. Don't ever feel like your kindness is being taken advantage. Stay somewhere where it's going to be respected. And to people who don't respect it, try your best to be civil. If not, just move on. But your kindness is not your weakness. It's something we need in a world like this. Someone who can hold their anger, someone who could be nice to someone while holding their feelings of grudge and hatred. That's strong. That's true self-restraint. But being someone who just literally lashes out at another human being is honestly so pathetic. But yeah, that's what I wanted to say for this video. Tee-hee-hee, I was just yelling and now we're talking about this. I don't really have much to say. I was thinking, is this video okay to make? And then I was like, you know what? F it. So yeah, be kind and just let yourself be aware of, being taken advantage of and whatever. But trust me, kind people do go far. You just have to be smart at the same time. Don't attach meaning to everything. Because ask yourself this, if you are really not kind, or if you see unkind people around you and you feel like they're going far, do you really think someone who's mentally happy would ever just be mean to others? That's not true happiness. Someone who's mentally happy shows it in themselves and others. Just remember that. I'm done yelling. Please support my Ko-fi page. Link is in my description. If any of my videos have helped you, thank you so much. The support means everything. I'm a small YouTuber, so I greatly appreciate it. Bye!